So today we will be starting with the unit 3. What we have to discuss in this, first we will see the syllabus, that what are the things which we have to discuss. But before that, let me ask you that uh, what we discussed in the last unit, what was the content of the second unit? Come on. Sujal, what we have discussed in second unit?
So till company.
Was it company only or there were various forms of the business organizations?
So forms of business organization, their merits, demerits,
Correct.
and their
So,
characteristics.
very true. And you remember that while I was discussing the private company and public company, I explained you a concept of the private sector and public sector too.
Yes, sir.
So we discussed the various forms of business organization under the private sector. And here the topic is private sector, public sector, and global enterprises. So, what is private enterprises, what is public enterprise, and what is global enterprises? This is the name of the unit 3. Now, we are going to talk about this. So, this would be your syllabus. What we have to study in this unit 3, a public sector and private sector. Then what is the difference of these two? Already we have talked about it, so I would be leaving this part in this uh, unit, because you have already developed the understanding of public sector and private sector. Yes or no? You remember we had divided the private sector, public sector. We discussed in a table format the difference between these two. Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, we have studied.
Ah. So now we would be talking about the various forms of the public sector. So for name, it is departmental undertaking, statutory corporations, and government company. So these are the three which we would be discussing. Plus, we would be discussing the global enterprise also, its features. Then joint venture, what is joint venture, and what is PPP, means public private partnership. This also we have to discuss. So this is our syllabus. In this form, various forms of business or public sector or enterprise, like we discussed in the various forms of business organization of the private enterprise, the features, merits, and limitations. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Did we discuss the limitations of partnership, limitations of company, sole
Yes, sir.
proprietorship, merits, features? Same way we would be discussing here of these three. Correct? And then of these global enterprises, we would be discussing the meaning and its features, means the concept only. No need to discuss the merit and limitations, that we will leave. Right? Now, whatever I said, this is the diagram which you have already seen. Yes or no? Private sector, this we have already done with. Yes, no?
Yes,
Sole
sir.
proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family, cooperative company, multinational corporate. All these things we have already discussed about it. Then company was further classified into two. What were those two? If you can name it. Huh? Come on, tell me. The company was divided into two, public company and private company. Have you forgotten? You remember it?
Yes, sir, we remember.
Yes.
So please keep responding. Okay. Then there's public sector, departmental undertaking, government, and statutory corporation. This we will be talking. But before that, I want one of you to read this, the paragraph which is given here. Who will read? This paragraph has been taken from your NCERT only. So on a screen, if you find difficult to read, there is the same paragraph is given in your book also. So you may start reading from there. Who want to read? Come on, take initiative.
Sir, can I read?
Please name yourself and then read.
I am Ritul and I am reading this paragraph. Anita, a student of class 11th, was going through some newspaper. The headline started at her face. Government plans to distinguish its shares,
Disinvest. Wait. Say
disinvest,
disinvest.
disinvest its shares in a few companies.
Hmm.
The next day, there was another news item on the public sector company incurring heavy losses and proposal for closing the same. In contrast
Incurring.
to in contrast
Incurring heavy losses.
In contrast to this, she read another item on how some of the companies under the private sector were doing so well.
Hmm.
She was actually curious to know what these terms like public sector,
Disinvestment.
disinvestment, privatization meant.
Hmm.
She realized that in the certain areas there was both government which operates like railways and in some areas both privately owned and government run businesses were operating. For example, in a heavy industry sector, SAIL, BHEL or TISCO, Reliance,
Birla.
Birlas all were there in the telecom sector. Companies
Correct.
like Tata, Reliance, Airtel operate in the airlines. Sahara and Jet have recently gained entry.
Hmm.
These companies, along with the government owned companies like MTNL, BSNL, Indian Airlines, Air India, she then started wondering where from companies like Coca Cola, Pepsi, Hyundai came. Were they always here or did they operate somewhere else? In some other countries, she went to the library and was surprised to know that there was so much information about all these in books, business magazines, and newspapers.
Very true. So after reading this, what are the questions which are in your mind? Do you have enough information about the public sector? What is disinvestment? What is privatization? And why these different names of the companies? Like we can easily understand that there are certain privately owned companies. There are some companies which we call public company but under the private sector. Like Tisco, Reliance, Birla, all these. Then there are some companies which are government owned, like BSNL, Indian Airlines, MTNL, etc. Then there is a third type of company which are not Indian and not government also. What are these? So can we have with all these name clearly categorize into these three different categories? Tell me yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So what is this which I have underlined? It will come in which category?
Uh,
Private,
uh, public company,
public,
but privately owned.
true. These are public company, of course, but these are in the private enterprise. These are private sector company, correct?
Yes.
Then comes these MTNL, BSNL, Indian Airlines. What are these?
Owned by government.
So we will call it under the public sector.
Yes.
Okay. Then there are the third categories. What are these? These are not
Private company.
these are not government.
It's a private company.
We will call it global enterprise because these are MNCs, multinational corporations. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us come back to this. So Indian economy may be classified into public sector, private sector. Then public sector has these three. This is our subject study now. This we are going to study, and this we have already discussed. Yes, no? So now let us talk about the first category of the public sector. What is this? Departmental undertaking. One by one, all these three we will discuss. So if you have to define the departmental undertaking, what will you say? How can you define it? Come on.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
If see, there are three different forms of the public enterprise, or you can say public sector. One is departmental undertaking, second is a statutory corporation, third is government company. So we have started discussing it one by one. Now we are going to talk about the departmental undertaking. So how we need to define this departmental undertaking? Basically, this is the oldest and most traditional form of organizing public enterprises. So I was asking that how will you define it?
So they are under the control of government and provide service to the public.
Okay.
Yes, sir. These enterprises are established as department of the ministry and are considered, matlab, under the government, they take care of the business.
Correct. You may call it the extension of the ministry itself, as it has been mentioned here. Extension of the ministry itself. So basically, government functions through these departments. है ना, जिसे हम बोलते हैं गवर्नमेंट ये करेगी या गवर्नमेंट का ये काम है, तो गवर्नमेंट कैसे करेगी? कौन सा गवर्नमेंट का डिपार्टमेंट है जो ये काम करेगा? मेकिंग सेंस टू यू?
Yes, sir.
So all those example which you are seeing hit here are the example of the departmental undertaking. This is what?
Railway department.
So Indian Railways would be considered as departmental undertaking. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And who has this motto, Bahujan Hitay, Bahujan Sukhay? ज्यादा लोगों के इंटरेस्ट में हो, ज्यादा लोगों के लिए ये हैप्पीनेस का कारण बने. कौन है वो? Which department is showing it here? Can you guess it? What is AIR? Oh my God, you are unable to understand this? Come on, quickly respond. Yes or no?
No, sir.
It's related to Rig
All
Veda.
India Radio.
Yes. Who said All India Radio?
Yes.
Sir Aditi.
Clapping for Aditi. This is All India Radio, or we call it Akashvani. रेडियो स्टेशन सुनते हो ना, तो अभी जो आप सुनते हो ये जो एफएम पे अलग अलग आपको स्टेशन सुनाई देते हैं, रेडियो मिर्ची, मंत्रा, ये सब जो है वो क्या है, प्राइवेट सेक्टर है, ये सब प्राइवेट सेक्टर के रेडियोज हैं. बट आकाशवाणी, ऑल इंडिया रेडियो या विविध भारती, ये क्या है, ये डिपार्टमेंटल अंडरटेकिंग है. प्रसार भारती के अंडर में ये दोनों आते हैं. दूसरा इधर क्या दिख रहा है तुम्हें, व्हाट इज इट? I have made it difficult for you, of course, but you need to guess it. Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Doordarshan logo.
Yes, so it is DD or Doordarshan. There was a time when it was only available things
On DD.
Doordarshan was available on television, right? Then it is Indian Post and Telegraph Department, Bharatiya Dak or Indian Post and Telegraph Department we call it, correct?
Yes,
so these
sir.
are few examples. There are many more. If I ask you to Google it, then you can see it. Can you quickly do it for me, or should I do it for you? See, if you just type public sector undertakings in India, my screen is visible to you, all of you.
Yes, sir.
So you will get this public sector undertaking. See how it has been defined here. Can someone read it?
A government-owned enterprise in India is called a public sector undertaking (PSU) or public sector
means
enterprise.
PSU बोलते हैं इसको, या पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइज भी बोल सकते हैं. आगे पढ़ो.
These companies are wholly or partly owned by the government of India
और
or one of the many state or territorial governments or both together in parts.
रुक जाओ, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इनमें पॉसिबल है कि केवल सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हो, पॉसिबल है कि केवल स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हो या टेरिटोरियल गवर्नमेंट हो, या ये भी पॉसिबल है कि दोनों मिलकर के हों, राइट?
Yes, sir.
देन कंटिन्यू. The officers.
The officers working in these entities and their subsidiaries are gazetted officer.
बस रुक जाओ. The officers working in these entities means these units. We say na that the business and businessman are two separate entities. You remember this word we have used earlier. So this
Yes.
is here plural form of the same entity is written here, entities, and their subsidiaries. इनके subsidiaries या इनकी अपनी entities को कौन गवर्न करता है, जो इसका वर्किंग देखते हैं, उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? गजेटेड ऑफिसर्स, राइट? हु आर गजेटेड ऑफिसर्स? These are the executive managerial level rank government officers who will manage it, who will control it, correct? Then Come on.
The company's stock is majority owned by the government in the PSU. PSUs are the classified as central public sector undertakings, CPSUs, CPSCs, which
ठीक
are wholly or partly owned by government.
ठीक है, समझ आ रहा है ना ये?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, अब इसका हिस्ट्री क्या है, कब से स्टार्ट हुआ, ये सब थोड़ा बहुत है, ये आप के सामने है, पढ़ लेना बाद में, है ना। हम आपको ये बताना चाह रहे हैं, इन सभी जो पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेज हैं, गवर्नमेंट हैज क्लासिफाइड इनटू this way. How? They say Maharatna, Navratna and Mini Ratna. There are two categories, category 1, category 2. How it has been classified, this is given here. Suppose if you are gaining a profit of 15%, or there is another criteria that the 3 years with an average annual net profit is over 2005 crore rupees, or this is also one of the conditions, right? There are certain parameters which government have decided. If based on that parameter you get 60 marks or 60 score out of 100, then that particular public sector enterprise PSU is considered as Navratna. Correct? Then comes the Mini Ratna, category 1, where the net profit is 30 crore or more in one of the 3 years, last 3 years. Correct? Then comes the Mini Ratna category 2, have made profit continuously for the last 3 years and should have a positive net worth. Then it will be considered as Mini Ratna category 2. And then there are other PSU which are not earning profit but which are going in loss also. So the top profit making CPUs are these, and among this the top one is Indian Oil. So you must have seen this on petrol pump. ये लोगो देखा होगा, हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
है ना, तो पेट्रोल के प्राइसेस बढ़ रहे हैं ना,
Yes, sir.
इसीलिए इनको प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. फिर ONGC, हाँ इसका भी नाम सुना होगा. देन NTPC, ये भी नाम सुने होंगे.
Yes.
नेशनल थर्मल पावर कॉर्पोरेशन लिमिटेड. इस तरह से बहुत सारे, ये कोल इंडिया है, फिर पावर ग्रिड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड है. तो इस तरह से ये सब बहुत अच्छे, ये भी तुम सब लोगों को पता होगा, HP, हिंदुस्तान पेट्रोलियम, ये भी पेट्रोल पंप पे देखा होगा. इवन भारत पेट्रोलियम, ये भी देखा होगा. तो ये सब प्रॉफिट मेकिंग PSUs हैं, माने प्रॉफिट अर्न करने वाले हैं. ये सब उनका प्रॉफिट इज ऑल रिटन इन रुपीज करोड़. ओके, then what are the loss making public sector? This is also given here. MTNL is also there. Indian Post Office, Air India Limited, all these are loss making PSUs. And there is a whole list. So almost 348 central public sector undertakings are there. So out of those, 10 are Maharatna, 14 Navratna, 74 Mini Ratna. All these categories it has been divided. Okay, correct? May I move further now?
Yes, sir.
So you must have got a good views about all these public sector enterprise. May I move further now?
Yes, sir.
Departmental undertaking is clear to you. Those example which you have seen are not all departmental undertaking. Please remember, these are public sector enterprise. I have shown you the list of public sector enterprise, not the list of departmental undertaking. Please remember it. Correct?